Hi, my name is Sherry Bailey and this is my Universal Design project. For this project, I designed a vacuum that can be used by a diverse range of functional abilities, and I hope you like my idea. Also, I hope you like my footy pajamas.
I designed this vacuum to meet the many needs of both people with disabilities and people without disabilities. The first principle of universal design for learning was equitable use, meaning that the design is useful and marketable to people with diverse abilities. Cleaning is an activity of daily living, an ADL, that a great majority of people do. Both able-bodied and those with disabilities need the ability to clean. This vacuum is useful and marketable because it has a multitude of settings that accommodate a wide functional ability range. The second principle of universal design was flexibility in use. The design accommodates a wide range of individual preferences and abilities. This vacuum can be used by a wide array of people. Some of the different settings on this include lights to make it easier for a person who is deaf to use the vacuum. The different lights, such as green, orange, and red, signal different things. Green means everything works and is fine and the vacuum is on. Orange means that the filter needs to be changed. And red means stop, there's something stuck in the vacuum. Another great feature of this vacuum is that if the orange or the red light signifying that the filter needs to be changed or that there's something stuck in the vacuum light up, there is an LED screen on the top of the vacuum that shows a person going through the process of fixing it or changing the filter. And it also vocalizes that. So if a person is blind, there are also different vibration patterns to signify the three things that the lights would. Another great feature is that this vacuum is lightweight and it has a detachable handheld vacuum that has an extendable suction head to allow for reaching places that are normally out of reach for people who have dwarfism, muscular dystrophy, or require the use of a wheelchair. The thing that makes this vacuum so equitable for multiple people and flexible in use is that you can use it even if you're not a person with a disability. I know that if I was using a vacuum and something went wrong, I wouldn't know what to do. So the fact that it says instructions and it shows you how to do it and it's easy to change the filter makes this very universal. The third principle of universal design is simple and intuitive, meaning the use of design is easy to understand regardless of the user's experience, knowledge, language skills, or current concentration level. If an individual goes with a person who is able-bodied to buy this household item, the able-bodied person can explain to the sales rep what exactly they need from the vacuum. The different settings can initially be set up by that rep according to the specifications required for the user's specific disability. A couple of other things that make this vacuum simple and intuitive is that the filter is easy to change regardless of functional ability. There's a slot on the front of the vacuum that reads filter, and each filter is a small circular disc that slides in and out. And when that orange light goes off or lights up or the vibrate pattern buzzes 2 times, it you just pull the tab of the filter out, toss that old filter, and replace a new one by sliding a new one in. This vacuum is also cordless and lightweight, and since it has the handheld vacuum, it makes it a lot easier to use for other disabilities. The last thing on this vacuum that makes it simple and intuitive is that it has sensors that automatically change depending on the type of flooring you're on. So it'll change from carpet to hardwood or a higher carpet to lower carpet. The fourth principle of universal design was perceptible information. The design communicates necessary information effectively to the user regardless of ambient conditions or the user's sensory abilities. The LED screen also gives instructions in simple and short sentences, such as to change the filter, pull the tab out, throw away the old filter, and slide the new filter in with the tab facing out. The instructions are also shown on the screen, and by telling the users what to do and showing them, it makes it easier for both those with disabilities and those without disabilities to use the vacuum. The fifth principle of universal design was tolerance for error. The design minimizes hazards and the adverse consequences of accidental or unintended actions. This vacuum gives instructions on how to fix the most common and basic issues that usually go wrong with the vacuum, such as something getting stuck in it, or the filter being full, or emptying the can. There's also a bumper rubber rim around the vacuum head to avoid scraping any furniture or causing any scratches on people, or having too sharp of an edge that might possibly puncture a wheelchair wheel. And then the last thing to make a tolerance for error would be the fact that it's cordless, which reduces the hazards of getting stuck in the cord or faulty wiring that could lead to electrical issues or any safety hazards. The sixth principle for universal design was a low physical effort. The design can be used efficiently, comfortably, and with a minimum amount of fatigue. This vacuum is lightweight, reducing the physical strain on the user if it's necessary to carry it around anywhere. And it also has a removable handheld vacuum to use if the person is a dwarf or has muscular dystrophy or has autism with a limited range of motion and strength. So limiting the amount that they have to carry or lift allows them to minimize the physical effort that they have to put out when doing chores such as vacuuming. The seventh principle of universal design was size and space for approach and use. Appropriate size and space is provided for approach, reach, manipulation, and use regardless of the user's body size, posture, and or mobility. Since the head of the vacuum extends when used in the handheld form, this allows for an individual who may use a wheelchair or has a limited range of motion or possibly has shorter limbs. It allows them to reach places that would normally be out of reach for them. It is also the size of an average vacuum, so it fits in an average size utility closet.
Just to get a closer look at all the features of this vacuum, this is the LED screen that shows you what to do when things go wrong. These dots on the side are the speakers, so it can vocalize the instructions. This blue square, or rectangle I should say, is the latch to pull open the canister so you can empty it, as you can see. And then these are the dots. The green one is if it's on and everything is okay. This one's actually orange. It looks a little yellow in all the videos, but that one is just to change the filter up here. And then the red one is something stuck and we need to figure out what's going on. So the handheld vacuum is actually this whole canister and base down here, and it comes apart up here. And this little edge right here is where the filter, you just pull that out and slide a new one in. And then on all of the pictures and views, it has the lines on the right above the mouth of the vacuum cleaner, and that is the extendable part of the vacuum head. And the bottom of the vacuum, these three things are the sensors that change the mode for whatever flooring you're on, whether it be hardwood or carpet. And then these are just the bristles of the vacuum. And that is everything. This is my universal design project.